Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be about stasis immunity and how it works as a mechanic within the game. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about when I refer to stasis immunity, it's when you enter a rift or teleport on somebody. There's a period of time in certain circumstances where your character is invulnerable and can't take damage. So this video is going to be testing a bunch of different scenarios and figuring out exactly how that mechanic works in the game. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so here I've got a little compilation video of all the testing I did, and what I'm going to do is kind of voice over it and talk you through all the testing I did. The first thing I wanted to test was to figure out exactly how long the stasis immunity effect lasts, because I've heard a bunch of different people think it's 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. So I just opened a regular rift, lured a mob to the door, and then I walked in the door with this barbarian here that's level 1 and wanted to see how long it would take until this mob attacks me and kills me. What I figured out was after exactly 1 minute, the mob punches me in the face and I die. So basically I lost the stasis after exactly 1 minute. So now that we know it lasts 1 minute and we have an actual definition of the length of time, I wanted to figure out some more advanced things on the interaction of the stasis effect. So after this mob kills me here in probably about 10 seconds, I'll move into walking you through some of the more advanced testing I did. So it lasts 1 minute, and now I want to figure out what causes me to lose that stasis immunity effect. So I do the same thing, walk into the rift with a level 1 character that can't take any damage. I'm being completely ignored, and I want to test, can I open up my skills? Yes. That's not causing me to lose stasis. Can I open up my Paragon? Yes. Can I open up my inventory? Yes. Can I change my weapon? No. Dead. So I can open up those tabs, but I can't do anything that interacts with my character or changes it within the game, or I'm going to lose that effect. I can close that window. That's fine. Now I want to see, can I go into options and mess with game settings? Like, will that cause me to lose my stasis effect? So what I did was just disable sound, click accept. So I changed an option and that didn't hurt me. Then re-enable it, change it, accept, didn't hurt me. So the menu stuff is okay. Now I want to try adding a Paragon point. Add a Paragon point, click accept, and nope, that's not okay. So, like I said before, anything that changes how your character is in the game is going to cause you to lose that stasis effect. Now I want to test having my inventory open when I go in. Will that cause me to lose it? Nope. That didn't hurt me. So then moving into the next test is bannering on another player. I can banner on my monk you see standing at the door, and that's fine. The mob is still ignoring me. So you do have a stasis effect when you're bannering on a player in a rift if you don't do anything else. We can see here that the mob is completely ignoring us like we don't even exist in the game. Now do it with the inventory open. Still fine, not a problem. But the mob is actually attacking the monk because the stasis effect wore off after a minute. So that's what you were seeing there. Now let's test bannering on a player like out in bounties, like out in the world, not in a rift. And as you can see, my character is completely fine. You can banner on somebody when they're doing bounties, and you have a stasis effect. So then I got curious, can I town portal, or will that cause me to lose stasis? So I believe the next thing I do here is try to use my town portal and see if it causes me to lose my stasis effect. I already know that unequipping a weapon or something will, and the inventory is fine. I'm not losing stasis. Now I go to town portal, and you'll see the skeleton starts coming towards me. And it would swing at me. The skeletons are just clumsy. I did test that further, and town portaling does lose your stasis effect. So if you town portal, expect to lose it. Now here's a boss fight. I click accept, don't do anything else to see if I'll have stasis, and nope, I don't. The butcher just walks up and kills me. So just to make sure, like, the butcher, isn't different, I went to another boss to test. I have nothing open, no inventory, my screen is completely clear, and all I do is click accept and nothing else, so my character should have stasis. I wanted to test at least 2 different bosses to make sure that there isn't anything weird going on. I don't know why I chose Leoric. That was probably a terrible decision because Leoric has like a 45-second animation when he wakes up. But anyway, so I do that. I come down here. We're still well within a minute, so my character should have stasis. If it doesn't, then the Skeleton King will come over and kill me. So he's woken up about right now probably, and he should teleport over here anytime now. There he is, and he kills me. So that definitely wasn't a minute. So it's you're not going to get stasis when you're doing a boss fight, or at least I couldn't find a way on how to do it. Now, this is the interesting one. This is Greater Rifts. Now, this one's a little bit weird. Now, this was kind of like a normal circumstance. I just do a Greater Rift, click accept, and as you can see, my character is fine. It's sitting there being completely ignored. Now I tested having Kadala open, having the gambling screen open when I click accept, and you'll notice I don't have stasis. So if you want stasis, you can't have Kadala open. You can't be gambling. And you see there, my character's life is moving. See, it's getting attacked. And that's because I was gambling at Kadala when I clicked accept. I hadn't closed that screen. So if you're gambling, when you click accept to a Greater Rift, you're not going to have a stasis immunity field. You're going to be taking damage right when that rift starts. So just to be sure that I was correct, I tested it again. I had my character with the Kadala screen open, went into a rift, and I'm going to lure a mob up there and see if they have stasis or not. I just wanted to make sure that was right because that's a common one. A lot of people are gambling in between Greater Rifts, so I wanted to make sure that one was right. And as we can see, the character is getting attacked. So I confirmed that you cannot be gambling when you click accept, or you can take damage right when the rift starts. And what was I testing here? Oh, okay, this was me testing if I can regain that stasis effect, even though I messed it up by gambling at Kadala. So what I did was I left the rift and then came back in to see if I can re-trigger that stasis effect. And I was pretty sure that I could, but I just wanted to make 100% certain. And yeah, you can see the mobs are ignoring me. So even though I was gambling when I started the rift, thus meaning I started the rift without stasis immunity, I can re-trigger that immunity by leaving the rift and coming back in. Which I was like 99% sure would be okay, but you know, this experiment was about testing things, so I tested it. Now I'm testing having your stash open when you click accept, and it looks like that's fine. You can see the mobs are ignoring me. So it seems having the stash open when you click accept is okay, but gambling at Kadala is not okay. You can see the characters being completely ignored, not being attacked. So now I want to test at the blacksmith. A lot of people are salvaging items in between rifts and stuff. So I wanted to test if when I have the blacksmith open, do I have the immunity or not? And as you can see, the mobs go right to the character. That character does not have immunity. So you can't have the blacksmith open. Now I'm testing if you have the Paragon screen open. A lot of people changing their Paragon points in between rifts or adding points after a level up. So this was one I also wanted to test. And I actually did get stasis here, having the Paragon screen open. So Greater Rifts are very interesting. Basically, for Greater Rift stasis, you can't be gambling at Kadala when you click accept, and you can't have the blacksmith open when you click accept. So the stash seemed like it was okay. Having the stash open didn't seem to cause me to lose immunity. So maybe it's just an inconsistent mechanic, and it depends on the actual rift you get or some other factor in the game that I don't know of. So basically, for Greater Rifts, if having that stasis immunity effect is important to you, I would recommend have your screen clear. Don't be gambling, don't be salvaging, don't be at your stash. Just make sure and have your screen nice and clear, click accept, and do nothing else, because it definitely seems like there are some interesting interactions and certain things that will cause you to start a rift without that effect, which is why you see posts on on forums and stuff like, oh, I died at the start of this rift and I didn't even have the immunity. I don't know why I didn't have the immunity. And I guarantee you it's from stuff like that. They were gambling at Kadalo when they clicked accept, or they were salvaging items at the blacksmith when they clicked accept, and that can cause you to lose that immunity effect. Alrighty, that's going to do it on this video about stasis immunity. If you have any questions about certain things, drop it down in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Peace.